The ABC recently reported that more than 6.5 million Australians, which is over a third of the population, didn't have control over who inherits their super when they die. This is from a perspective of not having a binding death benefit nomination and having their estate planning in order. So from a financial planning perspective, you obviously want your funds, regardless if it's cash, special trinkets, or your super, to go to the people that you want it to go to. So this is where the role of the binding death benefit nomination is very important. The nomination basically tells the super fund exactly who should receive the benefit and in what proportions. If it's valid and current, the trustee, the super, must follow it. Without it, the trustee can use discretion, which that can lead to delays, conflict, or outcomes that don't reflect your wishes. So that's why it's so important. From an estate planning implications, the super and estate planning, they need to be aligned. So even if your will is up to date, if your binding nomination points somewhere else or has lapsed, your super might not go where you expect. In Australia, there's quite a lot of blended families. So blended families are especially at risk because disputes between children from different relationships are common when there's no binding nomination, because they can say, well, no, it was meant to go to me, whereas it could have been said to go somewhere else. And then also there's different tax outcomes. They differ depending on who receives the benefit. So that's where it's important from estate planning implication. So sort of some practical advice for clients is to make sure you've got a valid binding nomination in place. Review it regularly to make sure it still reflects your wishes. Coordinates with the will. So have some kind, even though your will might say something else, you might comment in there that your binding nomination is going to go somewhere else. Look at your tax, consider the tax to see who's the best person to get the super. And then also, whenever in doubt, speak to a professional. So go to a financial planner or a lawyer, because you don't want your money going to someone that you didn't want it to.